Post-Cold War, a group of friends are seeking shelter from a thunderstorm, and they arrive at an abandoned communist museum. But little do they know, they had just awakened their worst nightmare.
Are you sure about this place? I mean, look at all these banners.
Don't be so spooked, bro. This place has been abandoned for years. I'm more afraid about the storm than some cobwebs.
The soil is eroded. That's rather strange. It's as if the ground has undergone years of industrialization.
I can care less about the eroding ground. However, this wheat is looking rather smack.
I do not think that's a good idea, Luca. I think that's someone's wheat. How would you feel if somebody stole your wheat?
I'm gonna have a picnic up in one of these towers. Mmm. Let's get this bread, boys.
These towers appear to be Soviet-era guard towers commonly found in gulags and other strategic points of interest.
That's a cool fountain. Whoever built all this stuff was a pro.
Darko, get Luca off of the guard tower and tie up the horses. After you're done with that, meet me inside.
Alright. Luca, get down here! Let's get inside and out of the storm. You need to stop messing around. You could get seriously hurt.
Darko, you're such a buzzkill. Let me come down there and clap you up.
You ain't clapping nothing.
I will see about that.
Can you two stop arguing and let's get inside? Come on.
We're all coming.
I hope nobody touches our horses while we're away.
This is what a real savage pulls up in. Your horses are weak.
Yeah, that's why you're in last place, right? Come on, get in there and let's go.
Uh-huh. Really funny.
Bro, you took like 20 more seconds to get in here. It looks like there are some statues to our left here. Let's go check it out.
It smells kind of funky in here.
Whoever smelt it, dealt it.
Well, did you guys hear that?
Whoa, 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 whoa. The entrance is closed off.
It looks like we won't be leaving anytime soon.
I agree. Let's just go explore around a little bit and see what kind of dope stuff we can run into.
Ah, Karl Marx. He and Frederick Engels wrote the manifesto in 1848, but its ideas were only first used when the USSR came into existence.
Vladimir Lenin. He was the founder of the Communist Party and he was a leader of the Bolshevik Revolution in 1917.
Mao Zedong. He was the leader of the Communist Party of China in 1927. As soon thereafter, he led a revolution and his Communist Party seized control over China in 1947.
Ah, my comrade Joseph Stalin. He was originally the general of the Central Committee, a role that allowed him to appoint his allies to government jobs, but soon after Lenin died, he was able to appoint himself as the dictator of the Soviet Union. But it appears here that his death date is scratched out.
Fidel Castro. He was responsible for the Cuban Revolution, which established a communist government independently without the intervention of Soviet military, and during the Cold War, this shift of power eventually led to the Cuban Missile Crisis.
The Communist Manifesto?
Yes, this manifesto is a commentary on economic, political, and social theory. It includes ideas such as abolishing private property, distribution of wealth, and armed revolution. Russia was the first to adopt this ideology in 1917, and from there it was spread throughout the world, including Eastern Europe, Asia, and even South America. Although it was written and published in 1848, it was a new conception of global economy, society, and culture that was first adopted during time period 6.
These dirty capitalist pigs are trying to spread their propaganda throughout my home. It's time to capture them and send them off to the gulags. Come here, you capitalist pig, to Papa Stalin.
Brate Silvine, šta je ovo? Oj, mate! Oj! Njego se, Darko!
Looks like Luca wandered off.
Don't worry about it. We'll get him later. What is with this train and coal mine anyway?
I believe they're supposed to represent industrialization in both Russia and China. Russia relied heavily on railroads because it allowed them to transport goods over long distances. Also, China before industrialization was producing 66 million tons of coal, but after industrializing, that number rose to 448 million tons. As a result of this industrialization, however, there was massive soil erosion which degraded the environment as a result of the newfound technology.
Who is that over there?
I think I see blood all over his hands and his chest. I think he killed Luca.
Capitalist
here.
pig, I found you. Come over here. Come out wherever you are. Ha! Found you! You think you can hide from Stalin?
No!
You will be
Stalin did not deserve him! This seems to be the remnants of the Cold War. Here we have what appears to be a Soviet-era tank, military jeep, and warplane. The Cold War began in 1947 and went on for the next couple decades until around the early 1990s when the USSR got dismantled. During this time, the United States and the USSR engaged in an arms race. They never directly fought. However, they did engage in various proxy wars through other countries such as Vietnam, Korea, Germany, etc. The United States' goal was to contain communism so that it did not spread any further than the USSR. The USSR, on the other hand, had their sights set on turning as many sovereign states as they could into communist puppet regimes to protect themselves from the United States. The constant threat of war meant that the United States and the USSR were constantly developing new types of weapons for war, and these vehicles reflect this. What is this? This can't be. Looks like Stalin has his own personal nuclear bomb. This bomb was created during World War II as a means to end the war between the United States and Japan. After witnessing its power, the USSR quickly set out to create their own nuclear bomb, and by 1949 they accomplished just that. The creation of these bombs resulted in the following Cold War. The closest the world ever came to seeing an all-out nuclear war was during the Cuban Missile Crisis. The USSR gave Communist Cuba nuclear bombs, and then they pointed them at the United States. The proximity of Cuba to the United States mainland meant that the bombs had the capability of hitting almost every part of the United States. However, through diplomacy and some military action, the United States successfully had the bombs removed from Cuba.
Hello, friend. This is the final breath the state will allow you to take, the capitalist pig. Come with me, the gulag will keep you safe.
Will the Gulag keep you safe from me, my friend? You are as big of a failure as your economic theory.
I am the gulag, I am the communist worker, and I am Mother Russia. How are you enjoying the gulag, my friends?
I'm actually loving it, bro. How's your day been?
It's been good. Detained 3 capitalist pigs today. What are you doing eating my bread? Do not eat! No! Do not eat Soviet bread! No! I'm stuck! I'm stuck! No, leave me
Come
alone.
on, guys, come on!
I told you you were not safe
Lock
in
him in the
Gulag, my friend!
gulags! Lock him in the gulags!
Leave me!
Let's get out there. Luca, I want you to go upstairs and set off the nuke. Make this Stalin's final resting place.
Okay, I will. Meet me out in the front, boys. Oh, and one more thing, guys. Here's something to remember me by. See you in another life, boys.
Communism will never die.
Oh yeah, but that's sorry.
Come here, you capitalist pig. Come to Papa Stalin. I take you to
Mater
Gulag.
ti jebem kad te ufatim za
Communism will live
davšte!
on forever.
Dođi,
Come on.
Pedro! Njegoše!